What is up, guys? My homeboys and maybe a couple homegirls out there. Only a few percent of you, but shout out some love to my ladies watching. But anyway, this is not my gameplay, actually. This is a friend of mine's. His name is Bear, or Chaw, as you'll see in this gameplay. That's his new gamer tag, I suppose. But he actually won my Dualcom contest for 40,000 subscribers, and on that topic, I privatized that video, counting all the votes for the people who won the 50K subscriber video, and it was really close between a couple of the guys, the final three, but who came out on top in the end was Mr. I Am Spoon, and so big congratulations to him. His link will be in the description if you want to check him out. In addition to his link, there will also be the person who played this beastification, as El Presidor would say, game, and it's ridiculous. It's search and destroy, 25 and 3, I think, and that's just anytime you get more than 20 kills in search, that's ridiculous, and getting that extra 5 is just absolutely ridiculous, as Mr. I'll Needs Me Blade would say. But anyway, I digress. I have a little bit of a topic to talk about today, and real quick before we start, there are a couple breaks in the video because I did this in theater mode, and it kind of is awkward when someone dies in search and it just watches their dead body. And in addition to that, at the very end, when he's defusing the bomb, it actually makes a mistake in theater mode because the host leaves or something like that, so I had to try and patch that together from what was left in the two theater mode files. But hopefully that shouldn't be too big of a problem. And anyway, sorry for distracting you, and let me get back on track right now. Okay, you'll see on the title of this video it says, On My Deathbed. And no, I'm not dying. Please, well, I guess we're all dying slowly, but let's not be so morbid. No, I am not dying right now, to my knowledge at least, and I just wanted to ask you guys, I've talked about it before, I've talked about what would you want your last words to be. So if you have thought of any good last words or things that you'd want to say, if it's funny, that's great. If you have something really funny you want to say for your last words, or if you have something really somber that you'd want to say, or a situation you'd want to be in, or anything like that, leave a comment, let me know, because I've been thinking a lot about that, not because like I'm planning on dying soon, just because it must have been triggered by a movie or something, like most of these little thought tangents are. You just kind of like see it in a movie where like a character dies and it makes you think, and then that thought kind of like plants in your head for a while. And so I guess that's just been in my head for a while, and I've been thinking about it. I'm not quite sure what I would say. I think I would want to say something funny, but like tactful and funny, like maybe make a joke with like my wife, like something that we used to do together or something. I wouldn't want to make it like come here, grandson, and then like slap him in the head and be like faggot, and then die. Like that's not that kind of funny that I'm that's not even funny. That's just a mean, awful thing. Why would that even pop in my head? But anyway, so I don't know. What would you want to be surrounded by family and friends? Would you want to be alone? Would you want it to be like a long, drawn out thing? Would you want it to be quick? I don't know. I really don't know. People say that they'd rather die quickly than over a long period of time. I think that I would rather die over a long period of time so that it doesn't sneak up on me. Like I would not want that. That sounds really, really horrible and just not good. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. But on your okay, I'm getting so distracted. Those are all good points I was talking about. But on your deathbed, what do you want to be remembered for? That was the main reason for making this video. I thought about it. Aside from showing off this beastly gameplay, which is just up for easiness. But anyway, what do you guys want to be remembered for on your deathbed? Do you want it to be something with a business? Do you want it to be like, oh, that guy was a multimillionaire and he knew how to play the stock market, he was brilliant? Or like, oh, that guy was a professional gambler, he knew when to hold them and he knew when to fold them? Or that guy was a country western singer, not country western, forget that. That guy was a famous rapper, Jay Weezy, or whatever. I don't know rapper names. I don't listen to rap. That sounds pretty legit though, Jay Weezy. If I had a rapper name, I'd be M Deezy, I guess. That's really dumb. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but anyway, what would you want to be remembered for? I really don't know what I'd want to be remembered for. I don't think it'd want to be something with business though. I think I would really prefer to be remembered as like a good husband and a good father, an honest, hardworking guy, and not necessarily someone who kind of hoarded their way to the top of the business world and is only remembered for their money. But that's just me. I really don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I've been putting a lot of thought into this recently. Maybe it's because at this point in my life, I am in college. I am looking for a career. I'm looking to start something new to try and get going with life. And this is it for me. This is my last years of school, unless I choose to go to graduate school, which is my primary choice right now. I am most likely going to be attending law school, and that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking, being an attorney is a rough path to follow. It's a lot of difficult work. It's a lot of tedious tasks trying to get just claw your way up the ladder. And in addition to that, you know, being an attorney, sometimes you got to screw people over to get the win. You know, like maybe like some real life spawn trapping or of sorts. Man, that was such a good analogy, right off the fly. Internet high five, all my viewers, if you enjoyed that. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I am so tired right now. I had my first day of classes today, and I just got back. It's only 1:15 in the afternoon at the time of recording this, but I've been up since 7, and good lord, my body is like just yelling at me in agony, like, what did you make me do? Like when I woke up at 7, it was like I literally had to like force my body to get out because my body was not listening to my mind. I had to be debated. I had to like convince it that breakfast would be good enough to warrant standing up, and then once we were up, I had to trick it to go into class. So it was difficult. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, unless you're just a morning person. And to be honest, I don't like morning people because they make me feel guilty, make me feel like a lazy bum. But well, this commentary lost track really easily. So anyway, as I was saying, as far as what I'd want to be remembered for, I really think I just want to be remembered as a good father and a good husband and just an all-around good person. I really don't think that I'll care that much about how much money I made, how many friends I had. I think it's really the important things in life that I want to be remembered for, and that sounds so cliche, but I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and then that also makes me think, like, well, if I don't care about money, then why would I want to be an attorney? And that makes me think again, like, well, I want to be an attorney because I think it sounds fun and challenging, and I enjoy challenging myself, I guess, on an intellectual basis, and so that's a lot of fun. And I don't know, it's all strange. You never know what you want to do, because your entire childhood you grow up thinking, oh, I'm going to be a professional hockey player, I'm going to be an astronaut, I'm going to be a firefighter, and well, obviously a firefighter is the easiest of those things to become, but not to say that being a firefighter is easy at all. I have a lot of respect for firefighters and paramedics and the like, but anyway, as I was saying, you kind of just grandiorize all of these big potential careers when you're little, and then when you grow up, you kind of have to settle down. You kind of have to think, you know, those aren't realistic. I gotta get with it. That's not how life works. And so I guess maybe that's what's spurring all these weird feelings right now. I mean, everybody's confused in their early 20s, and if you're not confused in your early 20s, then there's something wrong with you, because you should be, because there's a lot of stuff going on in your life, and you got to get it organized, and you know, it's confusing. So if you guys have any advice at all, but the main thing I want you guys to comment on and tell me is, what do you want to be remembered for after you pass away, or what would you want your last words to be? What do you think about that? I think my final answer for that is, I think that I'd want to tell like a joke, but not like a funny, like that's what she said. Oh my gosh, how epic would that be if like I have to think of one, but if, like, I know this is bad, but if the nurse was like looking at you, and he's like, and like you're dying, and she was just like, oh my gosh, he's stiff as a board, and you're just like, that's what she said, and then that was your whole life. You know what? That would be really funny if anybody actually did that. Kudos to them, but at the same time, I don't think I would want to do that with my final moments on Earth. But such a bad joke. Alright, this video is coming to an end. I had a lot of fun recording it. Go ahead and leave a comment on those topics, because I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. And as always, leave a rating if you want. If I can get 1 jillion ratings, I will send a box of candy to each of your homes. I will talk to you guys later.
Good job, team. We executed the mission perfectly.